years ago, the federal government took one of the boldest decisions of our history. It removed the fuel subsidy that has been in place for decades. Petrol that used to cost about 185 naira per litre has suddenly jumped past 1,000 naira and is still climbing. Today's conversation, however, does not begin in Nigeria. It began thousands of kilometers away in the Middle East, where rising tensions in the Iran and Israel conflict has shaken global oil markets and is causing shockwaves across the economy. The Nigerian government says the savings from the removed fuel subsidy has been redirected into infrastructure, roads, power supply, and long-term development. But on the streets, the stories sound different. For many Nigerians, the reality is immediate. Transport fares have doubled, food prices keep rising, and the daily hustle feels heavier than ever. So today, on Street Voices, we're taking that conversation straight to the streets. Good day and welcome to Street Voices Nigeria, the program where real stories are told, not from the offices, but from the streets of Abuja. Today, we're looking at a simple but very important question. Has fuel subsidy removal truly affected daily lives, or have Nigerians learned to cope? My name is Comfort Edet, and on this episode, we take you into the heart of the streets to hear directly from the people. This is Street Voices Nigeria.
We are being affected seriously, and we are not happy about it because most of the insult, even though from the passenger, from commuters, are to the drivers. Some of them will even do as if they don't know what is going on, that it is a driver that is causing the majority of things, which we are not happy. It's affecting us seriously. So, and it's touching everywhere. You go to everywhere to buy things, everybody will capitalize on fuel. So it's seriously affecting us. According to the economic something, they said the people that know about the economy, I'm not much know about the economy. But what they are saying is that to remove the subsidy is good for the benefit of the future of our children. But now with what is happening, we don't understand, because it is the product we have in our country. So it seems most for us to take it to international market before we do anything in this our country. So that is the area I look at it. If there's any other way for the government to allow the international to go on their way to make their people locally, it will have better.
Affecting me very well because I'm a driver. Now when this thing increase, you know they go because everything don't go up. If now we go Lagos for 400,000, now they must give 18,000, 800,000.
That's double the price.
Double the price. As I know anybody who go believe it this thing. With the beg of this government, let them carry this to come down. Let them carry and come down like the way we do our life before. Yeah, let them bring this subsidy, may come back, because we before we don't know this subsidy. Now just bring them come. So let them carry and go again.
I see we are pleading of the government, other they will feel help us and do something. Issue of fuel, transportation, to leave my house and come here is not easy too. Now fuel is almost 1,400 now. So as you can see, the life is not easy for us. If the government can listen to us and help us, things will be okay for us. See, we are hustling and life is not easy. Like to do a POS business now is not easy at all. Like what we are having now for this year, like if you send, like last year, if you send 10,000 naira, the receiver, they go debit the receiver 15 naira, extra 15 naira. But now, if you send, which means as if I, for example, now if I send money to someone now, it's me that they are debiting the extra 15 naira now, not the receiver again. I'm in garage Jabi Park right now. I'm talking to you guys now.
Okay, so it's terrible.
to say, already the fuel prices in here in Abuja is quite expensive. Now imagine them having to add extra money. And then we all know in Nigeria, whatever goes up has to come down. So they are ready to continue going up and then not coming down. It's quite devastating. And prices of food now also increasing. Every other thing, fuel is also affecting every other price in the market, and it's not coming down. That's my pain point. Honestly, the thing is, I've given up on the government. I don't know, because a lot of persons have been doing this. We've been saying they are hearing us and they're not doing anything about it. But at least they should allow us to try and survive and adapt to things instead of one day you just wake up and things are just hiking up. You imagine maybe as a civil servant or just as a worker, you calculated your transport for a month, only to wake up at the middle of the month to know that you are like increasing maybe double of that. I don't know how they want us to survive. That's really terrible.
I'm a graduate actually, but hence there is no job created. We decided to come out outside the park and the street to hustle for a living. Here where I stay to this park in Jabi, I stay towards Karimo. So I come down to Jabi to, make hair for people so that I can earn living. Formerly is 500 from Karimo to Jabi by taxi. But now it's double the price, 1,000. When you ask driver what is going on, they will say, fuel station, no fuel, the fuel is high, they are buying 1.4, so I will say 1.3, so I will say 1.5, we keep on pushing. So I don't know where the nation is going. They forgot to know that it's some people that is not working, there is some people that is using their handwork to earn living. They're supposed to consider us that is paying transport that will have no private car on our own, that we cannot be able to offer the price of the fuel and other things. In terms of feeding, things increase. Formerly, how much we get pepper is no more. Now, if you want to cook food, you can't get pepper of 200. It's from 500. So can you imagine, by the time you get pepper 500, what about other things to, cook food and other things? I have kids. I have 3 kids. Only me taking care of them. I'm a single mother. Actually, not only single mother, I lost my husband some years ago. So I'm the only one catering for the family. Can you imagine with my handwork? Had it been I find a space where I can work, at least if I earn salary as a government worker or anything, I can be okay. If we work, the prices of transportation will finish all the money we earn for the month. So we decided to hustle the other way around. If you can't be years to be comfortable, So had it been I find a job, maybe if I go a job in the morning, come back by 4 or 3, I can be able to do other business to help myself. Okay, so but fuel is not really working out. They should help us, please. Nigerians should help us bring down the fuel price, because they know that this fuel is everything. If you go out to go and hustle, when you find the money, transportation will just go. Transportation will just take everything. Actually, we still cope. But our leaders and people that is on top, the NNPC, they shouldn't take it that Nigerian is too strong, that we can cope. Yes, there is some people that can cope with the situation. There is some people that cannot cope. They should consider that everybody are not the same. There is some people that can cope, people that cannot. What about those that cannot cope?
It's not easy, nothing is normal any longer. This is not supposed to be so, because this country has been blessed with natural resources, with those blessings, but yet because of human mismanagement, we have wasted everything. And all the troubles and the pains we are going through in this country, there is none that is from God. It is all man-made, and that we are paying for it dearly. And I pray that God will show us mercy and correct the wrongs in our country, particularly in leadership, because we have bad leadership from the top to the bottom. There are things that we cannot do any longer, because places that you're supposed to go, you cannot go because of fuel increase, and also you cannot visit like before. You cannot do your social life like before. People don't travel to socialize or to visit their relatives, particularly in the villages, even within the same city. And this is affecting our social life. And that inflation have affected all commodities in the market, and things that we used to afford, we can no longer afford it, and that people are looking for alternative. My call for government is that they should know that leadership is a trust from God and also from the people, and that whatever they do, they should know that they are accountable to people, they are accountable to God, and let them do their leadership as unto the Lord, because one day they will stand to give account for it, and that it is a trust.
It has affected in different ways, numerous ways, and it's been difficult going from house to work, from work to house, even markets, everywhere. Sha, is affecting everything in general. Well, all I will just say is they should bring back the first subsidy so that they will make life easier for Nigerians, because we are really suffering. And definitely they are not even acknowledging our complaints or anything. So at least they should look into it.
Coming to work, I'll be like, I'm gonna make I fly along as well. But flying along, joining with people is so congested. I was okay today, make I try carry car come. I came out with car. I bought fuel, only just buying fuel 20k. I say, I don't fit continue this kind of lifestyle. But all in all, you go survive. That is one thing I know.
You have heard the voices, different people, different experiences, but one common reality: the struggle to survive in a system that many do not fully trust. For some, government policies are deeply felt in rising costs and daily challenges. For others, survival has become personal responsibility with little or no expectation from leadership. However, one thing is clear: the streets are not silent. They are watching, they are reacting, and they are speaking. The question now is, who is listening? My name is Comfort Edet, and this has been Street Voices Nigeria, where the people speak and the truth lives in everyday experience. Join us again as we bring you more voices, more stories, and more realities from the streets.